Hello friends, it's Girl AB, and today I have a different kind of video for you. So today I want to talk about a current event, bring up a few of the things I think about it, situate you in the context if you're not familiar, and then really just kind of ask you your thoughts about it, because that's what I really want to know. That's one of the reasons I was excited to come back to YouTube, because this thing that I'm going to mention happened in popular culture, and I really had no one to talk about it with. None of my friends, my husband, not really. They don't care about luxury things. They don't really have opinions on it, but I know you all do. And so I really want to know your take on this. So just a note at the beginning, I did somewhat learn iMovie in order to do this video. So you will see photos that I'm putting in. Will it be choppy? Yes, it will be choppy. I'm not a pro by any means. Hopefully I get better over time, but this is the very first video I'm using this in, so bear with me. Okay, so what am I talking about? Basically, in the kind of zeitgeist in popular culture, there has been a discussion about Hermes, about Birkins. And I was very interested in this because, you know, if you're a subscriber, I love Birkins. I have Birkins. They're sitting all around me, which you can't see. Just a quick kind of summary of my luxury journey. Let's see, the very first handbag I got was my Constance, as my essay would say, Constance, the Constance. And then I got my Birkin 25. Gosh, man, you all, it seems like forever ago. After that, no, oh my God, this was my first Birkin. So Constance was first, for sure. And then my Birkin 35 in a taupe, which I got in San Francisco. Then my baby Birkin 25, and then these two over time. So this is the 30 in gold, and this is the 35 in black, which was my, not graduation, but my hooding gift to myself. So hooding is what you do when you receive a PhD. Okay. Now that I sound completely out of touch, like I don't even remember my order of receiving my Birkins. Some of those I purchased myself, and some of these my husband lovingly bought me for different holidays and birthdays. Okay, so I'm a luxury lover, right? So when two of the biggest female rappers in the game right now, Cardi B and Saweetie, started talking about Birkins, my ears perked up. I was very interested. And so the idea is basically Cardi B has talked about how Birkins are an important signifier of luxury to her, how it means a lot to her to be able to buy luxury items, including Birkins, and also how she appreciates her husband purchasing some for her. And so she has a whole closet of Birkins, which I will insert at this point. I'm just kind of going to do this, even though it's not going to pop up right here. And so that's part of it. And then Saweetie, who is another rapper from where I'm from the Bay Area, California. Saweetie said that she basically thinks that you should dump your man if he's not able to buy you a Birkin. So your man should have a certain kind of economic status that he should demonstrate by buying you luxury goods, namely Birkins. And Saweetie will be at this point in the video. And so this kind of really brought Hermes to a lot of different people's attention. And there are different periods in time when I think Hermes gains a lot of popularity and kind of comes to different people's attention through popular culture, like Sex and the City. Sex and the City has an episode on Birkins when Samantha, I think, Samantha's trying to get a Birkin and she can't, so I think she uses Lucy Liu's name to get one, and then Lucy Liu ends up taking it after she purchases one and pays for it herself. So anyway, so that kind of started the discussion back when that aired. I guess that would have been in the 90s. And when the Kardashians kind of came onto the scene and got popular explosively popular really in the past few years in the 2000s, they also have Birkins, and so that kind of has been the discussion for the past few years, I think. Some people have said that they don't think the Kardashians are classy enough to own Birkins, that they don't like that they're kind of representing the brand Hermes to the world, to the country. And so this is kind of, I think, in the same vein. Whether or not Cardi B and Saweetie and these rappers are kind of the right people to bring Hermes to the masses. And so the question I really have for you is, what do you think about Hermes? Like, is Hermes kind of a brand that's built on exclusivity and you expect to see certain people only carrying Birkins and Hermes? Now, I mentioned Birkins specifically because you rarely see anyone talking about Kelly's. You rarely hear talk about Constance handbags other than on luxury YouTube. So you're not going to hear about a Constance in a rapper's music video, but you will hear about a Birkin. So that's kind of another interesting tangent. So is it kind of a certain woman that you imagine as a carrier of Hermes? And how does exclusivity play into the way that you think about Hermes? One of the things that I've always found interesting on YouTube is when people are trying to get a Birkin, and I include myself in that because I was going crazy trying to get a Birkin when I began to kind of go down the final leg of my luxury journey, I guess you'd say. So I have Chanel handbags. I don't think you can see them in this video. My Hermes is at the bottom of my handbag thing up there, which is why it's empty right now. So I have Hermes, I have Chanel, I have Louis Vuitton. But Hermes, I feel, is really a brand that most people get into kind of after they've acquired some of these other luxury handbags. And for a lot of people, including myself, I didn't initially care for Birkins. I mean, this was kind of the traditional Hermes Birkin size, so this is the 35, and so for a long time the 35 was in because big handbags were in, and I didn't like this. You know, I'm gonna be honest, I did not find this cute. I felt like a lot of people felt like this was kind of matronly, like this was old womanish, and it's really when I kind of got into a different step in my life, I guess I'd say, like when I got older, when I started dressing differently, that Birkins kind of appealed to me. And yes, partially that was the craftsmanship for sure, the quality is still there, unlike brands like Chanel. But part of it was also the exclusivity. Like, it meant a lot for me to be able to buy this for myself when I finished my PhD program, because it meant that, you know, I had gotten a job, so I could now afford this kind of luxury good. Not regularly. This is still, you know, a very rare purchase for me. But also, not everyone has a Birkin, right? That's the appeal. And I think a lot of people kind of deny that. I think when they talk about the Hermes game, the fact that not everyone gets offered a Birkin at the store, they get mad that, like, they're not offered one, that they have to go back and back, and or that they believe they have to spend all this money on other items to be offered a Birkin. But I think that's because people feel like they should be the exception. Like, of course they should be offered the Birkin, not all these other people, but they should. And this is, you know, something that I thought about, something that I dealt with, right? Almost no one goes in and is immediately offered a Birkin. But I enjoyed kind of getting to know sales associates. I enjoyed getting to know the brand. And I understood that it wouldn't feel as special if I saw everyone walking down the street with a Birkin. And it would not feel as special if I got this handbag on my first try. That's just the truth for me. And I think that that is reflected in this discussion about Cardi B and Saweetie and who is carrying Birkin bags, because who is kind of in this exclusive club. Some people don't imagine it to be rappers. Perhaps it's only kind of maybe Real Housewives or like other rich women that we see in the pages of fashion magazines or influencers. So I don't want this to be long. We're at about 10 minutes now. I feel like I've said what I want to say. And to sum it up, that is the following questions to you. When you think about kind of the woman who is wearing Hermes, wearing the Birkin, who is she? Is she kind of a woman of exquisite taste and wealth? Is she you, like the average woman who has saved up money over years to be able to buy a classic piece? Is she or can she be a rapper who has newfound wealth and they want to kind of show their new status? And what does the exclusivity sort of bring to Hermes? Do you agree that that's part of what makes it special? In addition to quality, craftsmanship, usually amazing service. So that is what I would like to hear from you on. I welcome your comments. I welcome respectful disagreements, for sure. So let's have discussions in the comments, and I can't wait to hear from you all. Thank you as always for watching, for liking and subscribing. I will see you all next time.